If you watch Big Mouth, then you know that we could have made this list a whole lot longer. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 times the Hormone Monster went too far. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be breaking down all the times that Maurice the Hormone Monster went a little overboard during the first season of Big Mouth. And trust us, there were a lot of moments to choose from. Number 10. Dick pic. Everybody bleeds.
So, what's the deal with you and Jesse?
Two things that should not be put together are texting and Maurice the Hormone Monster. An episode after their sloppy smooch, Nick is struggling to come up with a response to Jesse's fishing dog video. As he and Andrew debate the best course of action, Maurice takes the opportunity to offer up his own opinion on the subject, and it's understandably gross. Being the disgusting, doesn't hold back literal monster that he is, Maurice suggests Nick send Jesse a, how do you put this delicately, picture of his penis. But as you'll see, he doesn't stop there.
Tell him to send a dick pic. Girls love that. Especially when it comes out of nowhere with like zero context.
Number 9. Maurice discusses balls. Girls are horny too.
I'm surprised your dad's big old balls didn't show up.
I hate you.
There's nothing quite like capping off an episode of TV with a vivid and painfully in-depth description of a man's testicles. Alas, such is the way our favorite Hormone Monster decided to end episode 5. His commentary goes on long after the credits have started to roll, leaving viewers with no visual escape from his extremely detailed account of Andrew's father's nutsack.
It's weird too because they're veiny but there's no hair. It's smooth.
Of course, the humor comes from Maurice's perceived enjoyment of discussing a never-ending stream of deplorable subjects, and it's clear from the sound of his voice that this is one of his favorites.
I feel like I should tell your dad, but I'm scared he's gonna hit me in the head with that big pillowcase full of watermelons.
Number 8. Drunken Maurice. Requiem for a Wet Dream.
And that's why spiders keep biting me.
If you thought a sober Hormone Monster was bad, wait till you get a load of the drunken version. Whilst attempting to woo his crush Missy, Andrew is forced to contend with a wasted Maurice, whose primary goal appears to be trying to say as many messed up things as possible.
Way to bring up your mom and also spider bites. You sure you don't want to tell them about your pediatric hemorrhoids?
In an attempt to make him go away, Andrew whips out a picture of his grandmother and yells that he's thinking about her. Of course, Maurice, fueled by alcohol flowing through his body, takes the opportunity to remind Andrew that his grandmother is
gray, round, and ready to pound.
Ugh.
Real classy there, bud. Number 7. Maurice discusses blowjobs. The head push.
I mean, come on. How else are guys supposed to get blowjobs?
It goes without saying that whenever something sexual pops up during an episode of Big Mouth, Maurice the Hormone Monster will be there to give the world his depraved 2 cents. So in episode 8, The Head Push, when the group find themselves discussing a certain oral activity and Jay asks a seemingly rhetorical question about said activity, Maurice wastes no time in coming up with an answer. What pushed the scene into too far territory was the fact that Maurice felt the need to demonstrate exactly what he was advocating, and it made for some pretty disturbing and/or hilarious imagery.
You lean your head back, arch your crotch in the air and say, dinner is served.
Number 6. Maurice makes a hole. The pornscape.
God damn it! Well, a hole. Ooh, and crotch level, no less.
In one of the show's most side-splitting examples of Maurice taking things well beyond the point of no return, the sex-crazed creature smashes his fist into Andrew's bedroom wall, and immediately develops a relationship with the hole.
Before we start, I want you boys to meet my fiancée, Candace.
From his description of the hole, which is, as he puts it, at crotch level, to the way he humanizes it by drawing a female figure around it and naming it Candace, Maurice's ability to not know where the line is in full swing. Of course, the hole does have some drawbacks, but we'll let Maurice tell you about it.
I mean, the only downside is the dick splinters.
Number 5. Maurice at the dance. Ejaculation.
I think we're both doing great.
Yeah, both doing great. Now let's get a little friction going.
The words high school dance and Maurice the Hormone Monster should never be in the same sentence, and in Big Mouth's first episode, we find out why. Maurice pays Andrew a little visit while he's dancing with Missy, and from there, things quickly spiral out of control.
This is working.
Whoa, take it easy.
Let's just say Maurice gets a little too handsy, and Andrew is unable to control himself.
Whoa, what's wrong?
I have to go, Missy.
The scene ends with an insanely embarrassed Andrew running to the washroom to clean himself up, and a jubilant Maurice skipping into the ether. Why did it have to be Missy, the show's most innocent character?
Oh no, that's the most I've ever made.
Number 4. Maurice discusses orgies. Everybody bleeds.
Yeah, pretty soon I bet they'll all be swinging together. Just a big old f***ing suck.
Proving that his sex-soaked brain knows no bounds yet again, Maurice offers up his take on orgies in this hilarious scene from Big Mouth's second episode. After Nick ditches him to hang out with Jesse and the Devons, Andrew is left alone with his thoughts, which is almost never a good thing. Maurice springs into action, launching into a rant about orgies and what Andrew can do if he ever finds himself in one with uneven numbers. It's sick, twisted, and, okay, pretty funny, but it's still a little jarring to hear Maurice talk so candidly about an orgy involving teenagers.
Maybe you can be the guy who jerks off in the corner. Every orgy needs a witness. And baby wipes.
Number 3, Maurice in class. Ejaculation.
If I'm not real, then how come I'm sending blood to your sweet penis right now?
Do not, we repeat, do not let a hormone monster into the classroom, because we can guarantee that it will end badly for everyone involved. Of course, our dear friend Andrew Gluberman had to learn this the hard way.
Fallopian, what a savory word.
During the show's first episode, the mere mention of fallopian tubes is enough to rouse Maurice from wherever the hell he hangs out when he's not ruining Andrew's teenage life.
Let's go to the bathroom and climax into that thin toilet paper.
He starts off by insisting Andrew take a little trip to the bathroom and finishes with a crude joke at the young man's expense. Offsetting the gag is an innocent as always Missy telling Andrew she'll take notes for him. Talk about the perfect way to highlight just how gross Maurice truly is.
I'll take notes for you, Andrew.
Thanks, Missy.
Let's go.
I'm coming.
Not yet. That's why we gotta get to the bathroom, sweetheart.
Number 2, the cat clock. Ejaculation.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's the Hormone Monster.
We will never be able to look at a cat-shaped clock the same way ever again. During a sleepover at Nick's house, Maurice decides to pay Andrew a visit in the middle of the night, and it becomes clear from the moment he appears on screen that the interaction is not going to end with any sort of decency. Shall we discuss Maurice's implication that Nick's grandmother bought him the clock so that he could jerk off to it? How about when he calls Andrew a
perfectly normal, gross little dirtbag. Now stare at that cat clock and massage your dinger.
It's Maurice being Maurice, and as per usual, he takes things way too far.
What a little clock tease. Her eyes are darting back and forth, thinking, meow meow, who's got the cream?
Me, I've got the cream.
Number 1, the head. Requiem for a Wet Dream.
You just ruined your first kiss. I warned you. Now look what you made me do.
Oh, God!
Topping the last entry would have been tough were it not for this truly disturbing interaction between Maurice and the severed head of Garrison Kylor. Andrew sicks the former radio personality on Maurice in an attempt to buy some alone time with Missy, but forgets that Maurice will do literally anything in order to get what he wants. This includes decapitating Kylor and proceeding to, well, let's just say he does something to shut him up that almost made us puke.
There's only one way to make you shut up. Oh, God.
Garrison, no!
It's scenes like this that prove television has come a long way in a short time, and that Nick Kroll's Hormone Monster is unlike any character we've seen before.
Take it all, killer. Take it all.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.